Alright, welcome guys to another fantastical, hopefully not too long, episode of DTpodcast. This time we'll be conducting the ending or a review to our summer anime season. So, today we have with us a guest, Nobu-kun or Samuel.
Yo guys, what's up? Now I'm not in the boonies finally.
Yeah, finally not in the Buddhist. Well, technically you were in the Buddhist a few minutes ago. Something called the Phantom Pain in Afghanistan.
I guess Afghanistan running.
Yes. Oh, and
I upgraded my bionic arm so I can run faster.
Alright guys, sorry for the slight static. Mr. Sam here has some issues with his mic, but we'll try to keep this in a minimum. And now we have DJ with us, our usual host.
Hello.
And of course me, who is also in the Phantom Pain, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so we will start first with the elephant, the big elephant in the room, or maybe we should say big, huge tits in the room. Prison School.
Prison school.
Prison school.
Okay, I can't say a lot about this because I haven't finished it yet. Not sure if I want to, so I'll let you two handle this.
Yeah, I said this on the first preview that you should watch this, and it still stands. You should watch this. Every man should watch this.
Yes, every man should watch this. But to be honest, I forgot to continue after the last two episodes.
Oh wait,
I
you
was
haven't
too
finished
busy
it?
with No, but I watched it until like the first 10 episodes. So I still have like the last two episodes.
Then again, you did keep track of the manga, right?
Yeah, I'm up to the latest chapter in the manga already, but at least the latest scanlations are. And from my standpoint as a manga reader, I think everything is good, but initially when you watch it, right, you feel like they are trying to make it as much. It feels like the manga, but then it's like some of the scenes are meant to be black and white, right? But then they colored it, so it's like, it feels a bit weird. But other than that, the hijinks are on point, and the ecchi are all censored. But the hijinks make the show. So.
Yeah, those are the ridiculous parts that makes it so entertaining. So,
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah,
I'll probably watch it.
you can watch it at work. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but have they animated the S conjecture? Not yet, right?
Yes, they did. They did.
They did the S conjecture.
Yes, they did. And it was amazing.
Okay,
It was amazing.
I didn't watch it.
It was amazing. I think they did a good job with that S conjecture thing. Although I can feel that it was a bit toned down, maybe due to the animation or something. But overall, coming as an anime only guy, it is great. If you can let let's say. Yeah, if you can stomach the censors. So, alright, overall, for Prison School, really entertaining show. I would say again, any man should give this a try. And if you like those kind of shows where the camaraderie between boys have it going, then you really love this show.
And one note is, if you love this show, you love this show to bits. If you like the first episode, the first 3 episodes gross you out, I suggest not to continue.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Same
Fair
thing.
enough.
I asked my friends who started the manga also.
You either hate it or love it, right?
Yes. Because it's so over the top.
Yep, that's a good conclusion to it. So yes, Prison School, watch it. So, on to our next list, we have Arslan Senki.
Arslan Senki. I want to like it. I really do. But, okay, there was some pretty decent pretty decent battles going on. That was fine. Plot was okay. That was fine. but after 24, 25 episodes, I didn't feel the main character grew that much. That was my main issue with this anime.
I see. I felt like Arslan grew quite a lot near the end of the show, though.
That's the thing. The growth, right? The growth feels like it could have been done within 8 episodes or less.
Wouldn't that be
Like,
too
he could
fast?
have. I mean, like, by after 25 episodes, I would usually expect the protagonist to be at least in Arslan's case, somewhat proficient in swordplay or tactics. But even till the end, he is still relying a lot on Nasus and his knight. What's his name again? Darion. Yes.
Darion, yes. Yeah.
So
I will have
even
to.
till the end, he's still heavily relying on them. He is not his own. He's not holding his own yet. Even till the end. That is my main problem with this anime.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of the kingly attitude, you can see that he's growing to be a pretty good king. But then, tactics-wise, he still needs a lot of room. And then especially on the swordplay, he still needs a lot of training. In terms like, at this point, he's fighting a war with his biggest enemy, and then he's totally open for any kind of attacks.
Yeah,
he would have died. He would have died already if it's realistic.
Yep.
But
it's decent lah. But then again, there is that a second season has been confirmed, so we'll see.
Yeah, it definitely grew on me. Like the first few episodes, it was good, but it was something that I had denounced it as maybe something I would drop given if I ran out of time. But over time, it sort of grew on me and became one of my favorite shows of that last season. It turned out to be pretty good, but then of course there is still the Deus Ex Machina pullouts on situations where he could have had an obvious victory.
Yeah, I think we can't really say that much also because we only watch the anime. We have never read the actual source material.
Yep, coming from NFA only views here.
Yeah, we have no idea what happened in the novels or the manga in this case. But I like it. Yes, I do. But I can't say I love it.
It could have been great. It could have been great.
It's good, but not great.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to season 2, so that's good.
Yeah, at least I'm still willing to watch season 2, so yeah, that's a good thing, I guess.
So to our next one, Shokugeki no Souma.
Shokugeki.
Where do you start? I haven't watched.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Oh boy.
I'm watching Rokka no Yuusha right now. I just finished working.
Okay,
someone told me to watch Rokka no Yuusha.
Alright, we will get to that later. Let's settle Shokugeki first.
Alright.
Now, how would you summarize Shokugeki in as little words as possible?
Well, I can say that this is one thing that I'm glad that I'm staying in Malaysia. We have no shortage of food.
Wait, there are food shortages?
That's why.
In Shokugeki?
No, because after watching Shokugeki, every single time you will feel enticed by the food there. So especially in the last arc with it, which is curry. So you walk out, you find curry over here.
Yeah, I know, right?
So yeah, we don't have to worry.
Japanese curry.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, Shokugeki, how would I put it? This show is over the top, but I wouldn't say that over the top compared to Prison School. That is a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different over the top.
But how would this compare with Yakitate Japan? Because they're both kind of similar in a way also.
I actually did not watch Yakitate Japan.
Same. I've been meaning to, but I never actually read or watched that show. So my only experience with all these insane food reactions and whatnot was mainly this show.
Well, I can compare back to Cooking Master Boy, and this is definitely better.
So basically, I'm the only guy who can relate Yakitate. Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, but then you didn't watch Shokugeki, so...
But you didn't watch the show yet, so you can't make it. But long story short, yes, I like it. I think most of us like it.
Yeah.
This show, right? what's the word I'm looking for? It's in this world where if you can cook, you can do anything. Quite literally.
Yeah, but the one thing I'm really impressed with this show is that they keep the science instead of just plainly bullshittingly create a gourmet. They keep the science in the food. They try to explain it to you what is the science behind the food.
But here's the problem: is that science sound or not? I have never actually fact checked them.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one thing. But I think it is sound. I've seen articles. I've seen how people actually try to cook with them. The time involved may not be sound, but the methods are sound.
Yeah, the time is a bit too.
Yeah, some things may not be able to be done in
crazy.
just 2 hours of cooking time, but overall, their methods of cooking and the ingredients that they use are really, they are sound and they are legit.
Okay, so not it's only half bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can find it online where someone try to make every single food in the show every week.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I've watched a few.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty legit. You can cook that.
Parody, food, comedy, action. I will admit one disappointment with this show.
Mm-hmm.
My friends have showed me various manga panels where they showed a JoJo reference and it was not shown. I am very disappointed.
Well, there is one special where Souma cooks for every single female character in the Shonen Jump, and you see even Kagura going naked. Okay, I'm down with that.
My friend actually showed me that and I did read it. Yeah, it was what the shit.
It's glorious, right? It's glorious, right?
Like,
But yes.
Yeah, Shokugeki, yes, recommended if you like comedy and if you don't mind going hungry at night if you plan to marathon it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Holy crap. If you're planning to marathon it, mercy on your soul. I'm sorry. Mercy on your soul. Because you really need an iron stomach.
Well, it's from what I hear without context, it sounds like you guys are describing Yakitate Japan to me instead.
Could be a good thing.
Yeah,
it might be like a spiritual successor or some sort.
Yeah. This is probably the only modern anime which has that feeling
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Yeah. If you haven't heard of this show yet, go and watch it. And anyone who watched it probably would agree with us. Basically, this is the standard agreement. This is a really good show.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the food it's also the characters are very colorful and interesting.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next.
So yeah, move on.
Classroom Crisis.
Yes.
Yes, this little
Never seen.
baby.
Go.
Alright, I'll go first. I'm not gonna lie. I was really close to dropping this show. Really close. It, like what we said with Tono during our preview, it doesn't seem to have any direction until the middle part where they started building everything together to head to the ending where everything ties together into a neat, tidy little bunch. So it was pretty good, I would say. Although the starting point may leave much to be desired, but the ending makes it all worth it.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It was like episode 1. I was like, wait, original IP. I actually kind of interested in this. Watch. Very weak first episode, but then when the second episode where all the politics start to happen, I'm like, oh okay, this is starting to get interesting, and then it gets better and better. Unlike some other show called Wizard Baristas.
Oh
yeah.
God, don't open that wound. Don't open that wound already. Oh God. Trying to wash that down. Still trying to wash that down. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. Actually, I can't read. At one point, right, at the end there, I got a bit confused because I myself, I'm not really attuned to the political side of things, right? So when this person jump party into another party, so to sway what the votes are, like, oh, you just lost me there. I actually watched it 2 times.
Yeah. So
remotely understood it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Funnily enough, this show named Classroom Crisis barely has anything to do with classrooms, and it's largely about political intrigue and conspiracies, political assassinations, and the like corporate black market dealings and all this.
But it is about a classroom crisis because a class is about to be disbanded.
Yeah,
And
but in the
that
big
class
picture
has
is mostly
everything to
on
do with the
politics.
politics.
So yeah,
Uh,
don't
watch-
it's another kind of deceiving title, but yeah, back to you, Sam.
But yeah, the class is linked to quite a lot of stuff lah. That's why all the politicians are using the classroom as like, how to say, a linchpin or like a bargaining chip or whatever. So the story is about these kids trying to save their class, and then you have this initially macam bad guy, but then he turned good guy in the end. But yeah, I guess the jargons aside, the drama was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you have time, I'll give this a watch.
Yes, don't let the first 3 episodes fool you. It does pay off at the end. I don't regret picking this up.
Why does this feel like raising Emiya in Fate Go? No
Now you
payoff,
know.
but then in the end worth it.
Yes, it's like raising Unlimited Blade Works.
For me, right, the first episode was weak, but the second episode it started to get more interesting for me. Yeah.
It's interesting,
It did
but
not herald a drop after episode 2.
for me it was interesting. But then by around episode 5, for me there was still no clear direction on where it's going. It's like it tried to dabble in politics, but then keep going back to these kids. Like it doesn't know where it's trying to do. Until near the end, where you see the big picture, then it starts making sense. They could have built a better picture from the start, but well, yeah, it paid off. So that's the only thing that matters.
Yep.
All right.
It turned out better than I expected.
Yeah, it turned out better than I expected. You can give it a try if you like drama. It's a really good show. All right, so we'll be moving on. Durarara. I don't know whether you've watched it yet, Sam, but worst cliffhanger ever.
I only left the last episode. It's
Oh,
still here on
God.
my hard drive. I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet. There's one more episode. I think Durarara times 210 can be called Blue Balls the anime.
Oh
From
my.
season 1 to season 2, same
Yeah.
thing.
Season 1 and 2 season 1 was fine. The cliffhanger from that was fine. The build up wasn't that bad, because you saw
That was so you
those
say
street gang
that
thing.
was fine compared to
Yeah,
season
compared to
2.
what's going to happen in season 2, that was fine. This is how bad it is, quote end quote.
Euro. I a bit don't want to watch the last
I
episode.
know. I watched the first episode.
wait-
I watched the finale. I didn't know it was a finale. I thought there was gonna be another episode, and then it ended up the cut is like that's the end. That's it. The hell? What? It didn't solve a single thing. Like I still have to wait one more season to get the finale. Oh my god.
3 more months, Blue Balls, yo.
Oh, this show is.
Damn
I
it.
swear. I swear.
If you are already a fan of Durarara, no need to ask. You sure watch it.
Yeah, the
If
intrigue
you're
gets
not a
better.
fan, watch. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. The intrigue
The,
and the all the hidden agendas all came out. They're all better now, but then at the same time, it leaves you hanging so much that you pray the fall season finishes faster. All right,
not
back
to
to
say
you.
the fall season is back.
Yeah, not to say it's bad, but this cliffhanger is too bad.
Okay.
All right, so
Moving
yeah,
on.
freaking hell, Durarara. All right, Charlotte. If I can say anything about the biggest disappointment of summer, it would be this.
Yeah, I agree. They basically what the thing can be summarized into. PA Works need to put more episodes into this, because what they actually did is they took 12 episodes worth of content and crammed it into one episode, which is the finale, and they didn't even bother to extend it to 1 hour.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
if you put it into a key game, the point that spoiler alert, the point where you will to go travel around the world to take everyone's abilities would be the second act. And in Charlotte, it was the final episode. The journey throughout the world, 20 minutes of journeying throughout the world to save the world finishes in like that. He accomplished his mission of traveling around the world in 20 minutes. It's like, take that, Jackie Chan.
I thought around the world 80 days was, but this takes the cake. Damn it, Jumaida. Why?
Yeah, and one thing I would like to say is that a lot of people will probably compare this to Angel Beats, and I'm probably one of them. And in certain aspects, mainly the relationship between the male lead and the female lead, compared to Angel Beats, is pretty good. As in, their relationship feels more natural. There is a growth to them. While in Angel Beats, I would get fired from this, but the relationship between Otonashi and Tenshi just feels forced. It's like it's just there to make you cry at the end. Forcefully make you cry.
Out of nowhere lah.
Yeah.
But then the thing is like, how to say, in Charlotte also, I felt like Jun Maeda actually like fired back to the fans. It was like, when spoiler alert, when the main character confesses to the girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, and then the girl was like, "Why do you like me? We've known each other for like 2 months." It's like, I do not need a reason to love. Is that enough of a reason? I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you did.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like a shoe in your face, but yes.
Yep.
While the other aspect, mainly the characters, their friendship and all that, it pales in comparison to what Angel Beats offered. It's like, to this day, it has been 5 years since Angel Beats, and to this day, you will probably still remember Hinata, still remember Yuripe, and everything that they do. But I will bet by the next season, you will never remember what are the character names of Charlotte. So yeah.
I actually forgot what's the male lead's name.
Yeah, see? That.
I only remember the girl, Tomori.
Yeah. And then the music, although I would have to give it to Maeda for the nice cameo over with Iwasawa, but the music is also kind of weak in Charlotte.
Yeah. Apart from the Zien tracks, right?
Yes,
the
apart from
others
Zien.
are like very, very forgettable.
The Zien tracks were all Marina and Iwasawa, so yeah, you have that going for him. But then they had to try and force her to sing in English. Could have been better to be just
But
Japanese.
they released the single for Zien, right? There are 2 discs. One is English, one is Japanese.
Yeah,
So there's a plus side.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would be great if it's in the anime. But yes, Charlotte is disappointing. It could have been better. They did certain aspects better than Angel Beats though, so I'll give them that.
It had a lot of hype surrounding it. Like all my friends are. At one point, I'm like, do I want to like just wait for a key anime to end and I just watch it all the way? Because there's so much hype around it. I'm not comfortable. But I watched it anyway. And I was entertained until the point that it got a bit stupid at the end lah, where they tried to fit 12 episodes worth of content into 20 minutes.
I think we sort of called it when the moment we hear that it's gonna be a 12 episode series.
No, it's more like if the scale wasn't that big, right, I have no problems. But the problem is he made the scale this big.
It's Jun Maeda. You should have known. All his shows so far, that even in the smaller scale shows like Clannad needs around 52 episodes of build up. Or not, more like 24 episodes of build up and 24 episodes to have it all pay off.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I feel like Jun Maeda, like okay, no, like please do not fire. I feel like he lost his touch throughout the years.
Yeah,
You don't get
there
any
are
clan level stuff.
yeah, true. So there are certain episodes that are pretty good, which is the point where you went into total depression mode. So he started becoming a bad guy, started abusing his powers to take out gangs and stuff, which is pretty cool also. Pretty cool too.
He almost had some cocoa before the girl stopped him.
Yeah, there was no popo
He
though.
never got the cocoa.
And there was no
He
popo.
never got the cocoa.
We're going south with this so fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, right?
Alright,
Okay,
Charlotte.
moving on.
Disappointing. Could have been better. So yeah.
If you're a Key fan, don't worry. You watched it with us. You were disappointed with us also.
You like certain parts, but then again, yeah, you feel sad too. Not in the good Key way. Okay, next. I think this one I have to take solo. Fate, Khalid Lena, Prisma, Illya, Zwei, Herz. Long ass title. Great lolly show. And silent hype for the manga. Emiya is badass. Alright.
I know you'll tell me if it's that fabled arc, then I'll watch it.
Yep. So in this arc, we fight Gilgamesh, the 8th card. So despite how epic it seems to sound, it's an Illya show, so there's around 5 or 7 episodes of purely just cute girls doing cute things. Typical. So
unlike the other one in the list later.
Yeah.
Unlike
So-
the other what?
The other show in the list which you will get to later.
Yeah. But then once they hit
Alright.
the good points, which is Gilgamesh, it was pretty awesome. So you see Gilgamesh alter the inverse Gate of Babylon. I don't know whether should I call it Gate of Babylon Morgan or not. Hint hint, Excalibur Morgan, hint hint. And you see another rendition of Aya, also in 3D. So any of you guys would love Unlimited Blade Works rendition of Aya, you would love this too, because it will be totally dark. It's the alter version. And you have a good fight. As well, Gilgamesh throws in more noble phantasms. He has a lot more different stuff compared to what he did in Unlimited Blade Works, which is something I would like to say. Unlimited Blade Works Gate of Babylon was basically the same thing all over again. It's the same template of swords over and over. I believe TJ would agree.
And at one point they used the same spear for the entire segment. I wanted to kill someone.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
When the Gate of Babylon appeared, at one point, I believe when he was fighting with Berserker,
Yeah.
all the spears that come out were the same spear. I almost wanted to whack someone.
It was the same spear over and over again. So knowing the Gate of Babylon, yeah,
But it's affordable. How do you not get paid enough?
yeah,
Maybe they made it rain too much in the in
the first season.
I sincerely hope the Blu-rays fix this because it is against Type Moon logic.
Yeah, it's like
Because in Fate Zero, the Gate of Babylon was unique. You have
that was Fate Zero was still the best.
yes, it was perfect. You see all the varieties of novel phantasms in the Gate of Babylon. You fear the King of Heroes, and in UBW you don't get that sense. Just because the moment he opens the Gate of Babylon, no matter how big it is, it's the same weapon over again. It just doesn't feel that interesting anymore. And then, surprisingly, in Prisma Illya, his Gate of Babylon has varieties. It has the huge swords from UBW. It has the small spears, the Chinese spears, the skimitas from the Arabian Nights.
So basically, what the Gate of Babylon should be
Yes, surprisingly, from Silver Link. Not Ufotable.
Because the only blemish point I would say in the finale of UBW when Shiro fights Gilgamesh was that the Babylon was not. It was all just a rehash of swords, but if it really was like what Silverling did with all that variety,
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I will probably link you the Gilgamesh fight because it was pretty good.
I probably just watch the fights because I have no interest in the show at all. Other than
and
that.
then the best thing compared to Get of Babylon, you have Shota Gil, Kid Gil, and he is really illegal.
I don't know why is that the best part.
Because he's illegal as hell.
Because I don't like Shota Gil, I'm sorry.
Shota Gil is
Q-hate.
fabulous.
Q-hate.
Shota Gil is fabulous. You need to learn to love him. You need to love him. But anyway, yes. They changed... Oh yeah, and one thing. They changed the ending for Zwei. I went back and checked the manga. It was horrible. As in, their entire situation was a cliffhanger worthy of Durarara. So they were... Their things happened. The target they tried to save got kidnapped even worse. They put into an even worse situation. Their world totally warped to another world. This is the ending of the manga. While in the ending of Zwei, Herz, they saved their target and went to a class study session and all lived happily ever after.
Okay, what?
And then after credits, you see the real enemies. Boom. Now you wait for season 3.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I mean season 4. Yeah, that's about it. So, compared to... I think this is pretty good show, but then again... Well, if you're into Fate lore, you should give this a try. At least give the fights a try. Because I know a few people would probably skip the entire cute girls doing cute things segment. So, it's justified. So,
Guilty.
yeah, you can give the fights a try.
Oh
and
yeah,
definitely
actually
stay tuned.
I have a question regarding Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Prisma Illya now. I know a lot of people like the Saber Alter and Emmy and that Saber Alter and that what's the name again? Illya and Mia fight in the previous season.
Ah, yes.
But that was a lot of bull because it just broke all of
Yeah,
DPW's logic.
The setting,
bullshit.
the setting of the Illya verse is a lot more different. As in,
I know lah, but
Yeah.
I'm just basing it on what we know on like
Yeah,
normal Type Moon logic.
it's not gonna work the same way. Yeah.
That thing is a load of bull. But in season 2, this one, your Shota Gil fight, does it break more rules or is it somehow less, or does it not break much rules?
Well, I can only say that in terms of the manga, it didn't break much. It still broke some rules, but then it has the whole alchemist logic of equivalent exchange, right?
Suddenly it's full metal Fate.
Yeah, because to gain the power, you have to give something back, right? So Illya had to pay a certain equivalent to gain the power to defeat Gilgamesh. It was put through in the manga, while in the anime it wasn't put through properly. Because, like I said, in the end they all lived happily ever after, until something happened again in the future, probably in the next season. But you'll see that the equivalent exchange did not work, and Gilgamesh was of course defeated. So it feels even more bullshit in the anime, actually.
Just link me the link, I'll watch it later.
Yes, it's more bullshit in terms of how she attained victory. Because in the manga, she went through hell, and it's still haven't ended yet.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap it up then.
Okay, then next up is working. I believe Sam has a lot to say about this.
Oh yes. Like vanilla in the purest form, yo. Just tap vanilla 5 years.
5 years, yes. This is 5 years of investment in anime form, friends.
Yep. And all you get is just vanilla in the purest form, unprocessed, unadulterated vanilla. And you have 2 ships sailed freaking one sailed. The other one is like you need to wait for the 1 hour finale.
Oh yeah. With that, it's still yes, it's a huge payoff, and everyone was looking forward to it, and it was great. But it hasn't really ended yet. We still have to wait for that 1 hour special.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they finally ended it, but nope. the mom had to do something.
Yeah.
And then we saw that 次回预告. I'm like, okay. So we're going to get One Punch Girl, lot of the Takanashi. I'm like, okay.
Yep. So
Fucking
and a lot of plot points were finished. Not finished. Tied. A lot of the plot points from the previous seasons were all tied. It's like Yamada's family, Otto's wife.
Otto's wife is finally found after 5 years.
Yes, and she is scary as hell.
Got lost. She got lost again though.
She don't even need to. She is Akari times 10.
Yeah, it's like she can unconsciously escape a straitjacket and she doesn't even know how she did it. That kind.
I swear she has novel phantasm levels of disappearing. She would fit an assassin class. No problem.
Houdini will be jealous. Houdini will be jealous as fuck.
Yeah, she would fit an assassin class, no problem, and probably a 5-star too.
And does the job better.
Yeah.
It's like, oops, I killed the guy. Oh well.
Doshio.jpg. So yeah.
Doesn't even need pay.
Yep. So yes, if you have been watching first and second season, it would be a waste of your time if you did not watch this.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
it is an investment that you would have reaped by now. Like how you
Yes.
put in a business. Business takes 10 years. This took 5, and it paid off nicely.
But yeah, I think the reasoning still stands. If you haven't seen the old ones, you're not gonna bother with this anyway. So it's for the people who have stayed.
Yes.
But for the people who would like to get into it, I would like to say this is a very nice series to chillax to, and it has a really like the love story develops as it goes. So it's like until it gets to the third season, it becomes the main focus, and you're just like seeing that purest form of vanilla dripping from the vanilla tree.
Yeah, I don't like vanilla, so I was never into it. But yeah,
okay.
yeah, if you like it, you like it.
For people who like a good romance, this.
You will probably sit through it in one go.
Yep.
All right.
For people who like IS, don't watch because the main characters are not dense.
Oh, burn.
All right, moving on.
Next, we have one of the best shows of summer, Gangsta.
I have yet to finish this show, but I fucking love it.
Yes,
I haven't watched it yet.
It is great, but then again, there is a cliffhanger so bad it is. I would say,
it ended with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it ended with a cliffhanger, sadly, and then Mango.
That's quite very sad.
But
then,
Manglo is closed down, right?
Yes, Mango is closed down. It ended with a cliffhanger. So,
oh my god.
The other thing is the manga is still ongoing, and they reached a really close point to the manga. They already caught up. So yeah, they already caught up. So even if Manglobe is still kicking, I doubt we will ever get a season 2. Yeah, I doubt we'll ever get a season 2.
But yeah, I think this show is just great lah. Come on, this show is beautiful.
And I have to give this a mention. Oh god, Noto Mamiko Singing Lounge, best.
Oh, that was great.
Thing
that was great.
Ever. Get the OST now. Get it. You have that song inside. It is great. I love it.
Okay, I'll get.
Oh.
Yeah, this show.
I keep watching that scene.
Very pretty unique premise, very good delivery, very good direction, and I overall I do love the pacing. The pacing was just very nice.
Yes, although I would say that sometimes the animation does show that it is on a strained budget.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, the animation may be a bit finicky at times, but I feel that it has a very strong visual presentation that you don't give a shit. Anyway.
Yeah. And hey, it's the closest you will ever get to another Black Lagoon or Yomungan.
Yes. It's along that vein.
Yeah, and I would also like to give another honorable mention to, what's her name again? Yeah, Sir Paul Klee. she did a balalaika moment. She had a balalaika moment. She's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
you know that scene, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was really balalaika.
Yes. It's like these two guys basically killed almost half of her team. And then threatening her while she's only half awake. And then she just screams, Yakamashi! Oh, look, everyone's gonna scare already. Everyone knows the true power. And then he's just like, alright, you two, you guys deal with them. I'm gonna go back to sleep. That badass.
Lol.
So he said something along the lines that those people you kill, they are just the worst. Like they are the tar pits. You just killed the E ranks, and you feel proud about it. That is her badassery level, and I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, Gangster, if you are looking for something, if you missed something like Black Lagoon or Yomungan, watch this show. Or if you missed something, or if you're looking for something that is a bit more mature,
Action-packed.
mature-ish, and not cute girls doing cute things, which is too much of nowadays. So yeah, watch this show. And then read the manga, because Mangrove shut down and we should all be crying now.
GG Mangrove. I love Samurai Champloo. GG. Alright, moving on. Shimoneta. Pretty sure.
God, this show.
How many episodes did you finish, TJ?
5.
Well, at least you've seen the Love Nectar.
What the? What the?
Yeah.
I've seen it countless times during my prowlings on Pixiv. It was some next level shit.
Yeah, it is glorious.
If I could summarize this show in 3 words, right, it's what the
That Batman.
It is actually...
I actually think this is worse than Prison School.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Okay,
I would say so too.
That reveal in episode 4, was it?
Which one?
That the reveal of Cray Cray.
Oh, the moment she went cray-cray?
That was 4, right? Or was it 3?
I think it's
But
4.
yeah,
The point where
4
she enters
That-
his bedroom, right?
That was the biggest curveball I've seen.
Yeah.
Was it about that silver head girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
She
Yeah,
cray-cray,
I honestly did not see. I mean, you sort of saw it coming, but you didn't expect it to go that far.
Oh, they go further.
I was like, and I was watching this at work, like fuck. I had to-
It's not safe for work, obviously.
Obviously not. I thought because look, come on, you can't blame me. The first 3 were pretty innocent, for the most part.
Well,
For the most part, the censors were there just to make a joke.
Yeah, it's like I didn't feel like the first 3 was okay, but then when 4 came in,
Those censors are actually necessary.
I'm like what the actual.
Those censors were necessary at that point.
Yes. Oh my god.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it right now.
So, yep.
But
You
yeah.
wanna ask me to watch Rokka or Yuusha for?
Hey, the mystery is great, which we'll get to it later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. I actually kind of liked it. But yeah, Shimoneta, Prison School 1.5.
Yep.
1.5.
In a sense.
Oh yeah, and you watched till 5. You haven't seen the girl with the dick. I mean with a
What?
yeah. No.
See,
Context.
I rest my
this
my case.
This girl, she has a hair that looks like a head. Head.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, that
okay,
one.
so the-
Okay.
It's like someone had to color it pink red some more.
Yeah, see, this is the reason why I don't watch shows like this. It's a bit. Oh god.
So outright, they just blatantly showed it to put it in your face already.
Yeah,
And then someone had to be voiced by Yui Horie. Hot Chan. Voiced by Hot Chan. You win already.
Yeah, I see the appeal of this kind of show, but it's not something I would watch willingly.
Yep. So okay.
What you guys told me is later. Is bumped up to the list already.
Oh, you should have seen how I hyped this show.
I can see Sam watching this. Yes, I can see that you are like, this is not something I would watch, but I know you would watch this.
Hell, I've been hyping this show since the beginning, man. I knew this was gonna be something. This is definitely not what's it called, like the Daimi Deller. This is so much better. This is what I wanted out of Daimi Deller.
Like, this is literally like literally the definition of erotic terrorist.
Yeah, I can say this. The studio, JC staff, applause to them. They know what they were doing with this. Oh yeah, fun fact. JC staff was doing this and Prison School at the same time. So yeah, fun fact. And maybe because of Prison School, they know where they were going with this, and they did a great job with this show. It's like not a single moment of it was wasted. It's like they know where to put in the jokes. They know how ridiculous it is, and they ran with it so gloriously. They know how tongue-in-cheek this is. They don't try to shove it down your throat. They just show it to you. It's up to you to shove it down your own throat. If I can put it that way.
Alright.
Okay, moving on. Oh yes, the biggest lie of summer. Gakkou Gurashi.
Gakkou Gurashi.
Mwah. I love this show.
Like,
I watched it.
it is one of those rare cases where it's a cute girl show and then TJ loves the shit out of it.
Because it's not a
to be
cute girl
fair,
show.
To be fair, the first episode I was on the verge of turning it off.
And then
but that's the thing. For the first half, actually the first 7-ish episodes, I was on the verge of turning it off, but then always at the end they show something else. I'm like, ugh, the plot thickens. Continue watching.
Yes. Yes. Especially at the point where, spoiler alert, we find a handbook that seemingly states or hints that this has been an expected accident.
Yes.
Which also explains why the school is
So well
very
equipped.
Yeah. The thing is,
like,
I think most of us would have suspected that. I mean, you saw that like this school is surprisingly too well equipped. Something is up, but yeah.
The school store sells clothing detergents.
Yeah.
What school sells school
Exactly.
detergents?
Yeah.
I really had the heads off to them. They are like, if you are observant, you will spot a lot of things that will go like, which will ring alarm bells, which is why I like this show so much.
Yeah. One thing though, we are not we are not manga viewers, or manga readers, so this could be a different opinion once we read the manga, but I would have to say that for some episodes they really know what they're trying to pull here. It's like the entire thing with Megune, her flashback episode and her revelation episode, that was perfect. You see the helicopters in the background, you hear the noise, you see the police cars, you see the news. It was all black background information. It was not the key, but once you notice it, it makes it even better.
It's basically it's done in the point of view of the plain person lah. Because like these things people don't usually notice until like when it actually starts happening around them, right?
Yeah, when you
And
you need context to notice these things, and they did a great job with it.
I did sneak a few peeks at the manga differences. I can see why some manga people will be not really happy with the adaptation, but at the end of the day, it's an adaptation. It's meant to promote the source material, so win-win.
Yeah, and somehow it's a visual medium, so it doesn't really need to be one for one.
Yeah, it doesn't translate that well in most cases.
Yeah, it is partly why.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you can go first.
Yeah, as I feel that this because I believe the original author had a hand in the anime.
Oh, really?
That's from what I remember, from what I heard, if I recall correctly, he did have a hand in the anime.
Interesting.
So like, this is a. I mean, I actually agree with their changes for the most part from whatever I have read because, this also gives the manga viewers something else to see instead of like seeing things they already expect.
Yep, that's true.
So give them something else to see, give the anime viewers happy, give the manga viewers something, I haven't seen this before, this is pretty okay, and then promote the manga and everyone else will go and read it after they finish it.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading this manga soon.
Yep.
Probably because the mangaka wanted to portray something that he wanted to do in the manga, but
Couldn't.
probably had some couldn't do because of some reason. So he does it in the like introduce like the cure was in the school all along. I'm like, oh what? And then they were drinking water bottles, Cure brand mineral water. I'm like, wow, that's so ironic, yo.
That was cool. I like that part.
I was like, cue the painful laughter. I feel sad, but it's so ironic, but it's so funny at the same time.
Yeah, but of all, it's a good show. It's the anti-meta.
Yep.
It's something like Yuki Yuna lah.
Yes.
I actually want to watch Yuki Yuna, but I didn't find the time.
I think I nearly convinced you to give it a try.
But yeah, Gakkou Gurashi, if you don't like cute girls doing cute things, watch it.
Yes.
Because it's not just that.
Yeah. An honorable mention, watch Yuki Yuna.
Yes.
That's
something along those lines.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Alright, next.
And Overlord.
I really like Overlord. I'll be
haven't watched
blatant about it.
This show,
I like it a lot.
yes. Anyone who plays MMORPGs, you will love this. And if you are looking for something that is much more different compared to Log Horizon, you will like this a lot. Because
Overlord is a... Sorry, go ahead, you finish first.
I can say... Oh, actually, I would like to turn this around. If you like single-player games, you will love Overlord. If you like something like Mass Effect, yes. If you like something like Mass Effect, you will love Overlord. It is basically the same thing. You are the captain of the ship, and then you have this squad mates with you that you have already built relationship with a long time during your tenure as the captain. Now you are thrown into another different world. You and your crew have to somehow figure out how to deal with this new world. It is basically Overlord.
I would have worded it differently. Like Overlord, like if you would compare it to the other two recent MMO animes, you would call it SAO and Log Horizon, the two main culprits. .hack is too old to talk about, so we just ignore that. SAO is the show where it is the beginning of an MMO. Like new game, people log in, like then shit happens. Yeah, and then it derailed into a shitty romance anime. But yeah, then Log Horizon is the middle part where the game has already been established, and then a new expansion comes in, and veteran players come back, and then shit happens. So the guy is knowledgeable and but there's still unknown things on the horizon, like this new expansion. You have no idea what's going on.
And it's still unknown until now.
Yeah, I didn't finish season 2 because it was just so slow. But yeah, Log Horizon was good. Yeah, it was the middle one. Overlord, on the other hand, starts with the end of an MMO.
Yeah.
Like the server is dead, the game is dead. This guy who has literally completed every single thing, this OP mofo, just sits there and watches the server shut down because hey, let's face it, you'll do that too if you played the game for 10 years. So yeah. And that begins his journey to show how overpowered it is, and it is actually pretty glorious.
Yes, the only disappointment that I would say is that even though the name is Overlord, he doesn't seem to showcase the evil nature of an Overlord that often. It's only on certain parts. It's like that point with the cray cray. What's her name?
Oh, Clementine.
Clementine. That moment of evilness is great, but if it has more of that moment of evilness, it would be better. He's more or less the misunderstood bad guy.
Yeah, but it's the thing. I believe the actual novel is darker.
If only it went that way.
I skimmed it because I skimmed a bit of it and I've been reading some opinions But yeah, overall, like adaptation wise, for the most part it's there, but there's a lot of stuff omitted Of course, naturally from a light novel, right?
Yes, this is more or less nitpicking on my side because
I mean, Overlord is not perfect. Let's face it.
Yeah.
The pacing is a bit off. Actually, quite off actually.
Mm-hmm.
The pacing is quite off. Like there's some problems here and there, and the animation is not the best.
Yeah.
I think they were on a very tight budget.
But I feel like it's pretty consistent though. Compared to Gangsta, this Overlord is really consistent.
And overall, I think it did a pretty good job. But I feel very sad because there's no second season because I want to see more.
Yeah. Hopefully, we will get something along those lines though. Hopefully, it does well in the sales department. So yes, Overlord, nitpicking side, is a really great show.
It's not perfect, but it rises above it. I feel like everything. I personally like it. I'm probably very biased towards it.
Yeah,
and
I have to say the way they ended it was perfect.
Actually, a lot of people would disagree with you.
Really, I felt like the way they ended it was great. It's like the moment he walked out of it, the framing of him,
presentation wise.
Yeah, the presentation wise, the framing of him just walking out, giving orders, and then you see his eyes just brightens.
Yeah, that was I concede that is really nice because I was reading several opinions on the people who read the novel, and they're like they liked it, but the fight between Sheltier was a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that scene was nice. It was a lot of foreshadowing for the later volumes, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yep, great show.
Yeah,
give it a try.
Great show.
Definitely need to give this a go.
Definitely give it a try. This show is really not for everyone, but definitely give it a try.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have our last two. Next up we have Rokka no Yuusha.
Last four actually. You got the other two there.
Oh, which one? Kekkai Sensen and Ninja Slayer.
Yeah.
Ninja Slayer.
later.
Okay.
Okay, Rokka no Yuusha.
Oh yeah, we still have Seiyu. Okay, I will talk about that later.
Like, it felt like something missing there.
Yes. That one I need to mention that. That was a great one. Okay, go back to Rokka no Yuusha. This was unexpected, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
yesterday.
It was from the beginning. It felt like an adventure show, right? As in, 8 strangers had to get together. Yeah.
Oh, yes. But it's not.
And then it turned into a closed room murder mystery.
Yeah.
Huh? So the Braves get killed or something?
Oh, it turned into
Because what I saw was the gun-toting girl, right, was pointing her gun at the main character.
Okay.
And then Edie, I'm like, okay.
Okay, Sam. Okay, what happens is it looks like on a grand normal adventure to kill the demon lord. It turns into a whodunit.
Oh, okay.
And
which is actually quite nice for the most part lah.
Yeah.
I just overall I think the show's okay.
Yeah.
It's not super
I
good.
find it. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
The answer to our questions after the show, it was okay. I would say it was a bit disappointed. It was a bit disappointing that it fell on the expected territory, but then seeing as there are a lot more layers to it, I kind of forgave it.
Yeah, but there's the thing, the reveal was unexpectedly expected.
Yeah, they could have went another route, but then again, there was a lot. The moment you find out what's going on, and then you see what seems like the mastermind behind everything is that there are still a lot of layers going to happen.
they did. I think they did a fairly good job taking it from the source material, because I believe this is only the first
Yeah,
the
the entire
first parts of the volumes only. And
yes. Throughout the 12 or 13 episodes, they only adapted volume 1.
there you go.
Yeah, they have multiple volumes already, but this entire season was only volume 1.
Wow.
Which I think was pretty good actually.
Yeah,
I did
the
like
pacing
it for the
was
most
great.
part.
The pacing was great. The mystery once it kicks in on I think episode 5, right, DJ?
Yeah, around five.
Once it hits
Oh,
episode
3 more
5,
episodes.
the intrigue and the mystery just gets better and better. It hooks you in and it doesn't let you go until the final
Like,
moment.
The hook of this show is not the action. It's the actual mystery and
It's the
twists.
close room, the close room mystery.
Yeah.
So you would think that they would spend a lot on the action, but no, you ended up just
Yeah.
sitting here enjoying and listening to every single detail they ever throw at you.
Yeah.
So you need to know. You have that you need to know vibe.
Mm.
Okay.
So you just
But
pay
yeah,
attention.
I do have one complaint about this show though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bloody! I always condemn bloody RPG clothing sense.
Ah, yes.
The
Like-
less
like-
less equals to more stronger.
Like,
is
okay,
it?
like, main character is fine. Aldet's outfit is fine. It's wonderful. It's a nice, decent outfit. Nice. Nashatania, okay, the bunny ears can die, but yeah, the same.
don't
Goldorf is ridiculous.
Yeah, Godos is ridiculous. I'll give him that.
Like Sam, imagine this is a royal knight who is supposedly the one of the princess's knights, right? Okay.
But he's in the game suit.
No,
Oh wait,
no.
I
He
saw
has-
him appear. I saw him appear.
Yeah, you saw him, but you never saw his outfit. You saw him as a kid and he's a huge ass battle axe, right? That's fine.
Yes.
His armor only covers the upper part of his chest and his shoulder, and the rest is just cloth and shows you his abs.
Smart. Okay.
Yes.
Go on.
And then the other obvious one is Fremi lah.
The
Yeah.
girl, is it?
The girl with the gun.
gun-toting
Like,
girl.
I'm sorry, but the only person who pulls off that outfit is Jean-Pierre Polnareff and no one else.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
Well, other than that, I think this is a pretty solid show.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's like, oh yeah,
Definitely solid.
and I love Mora. Even though
Mora's
even,
great.
even though she is like main suspect for almost
Yeah,
half
for
the
a
show.
while.
So the
Yeah.
moment you see her started getting into the fray, oh yo, freaking cool.
I don't know about you lah, but her entire outfit and design scream Toho to me.
Yes. The moment that she calls in the power of the mountains, you see
Oh,
all
God.
those cube-like things that just looks like Damako to you.
I was like,
I'm back.
for honestly though, when I saw Mora, like, I was like, Kanako, is that you?
Somehow power of the mountains, right?
It's why, you know. It's like, is it Kanako?
Mora is great.
Yeah.
Mora
It's
is
great.
great.
Yeah, the show is good. I would recommend you watch it if you want a decent mystery that is not Rambo Kitan.
Yeah, Hans is excellent as well. Hans,
Hans is nice. I like Hans. They're very, very nice, colorful characters.
Well, I suddenly feel like you guys been saying Rampo Kitan mula. Rokka no Yuusha is a mystery. I feel like these two particular seasons there are a lot of mysteries.
yes.
Like this season got Subete F and
That's why-
and the
that's why
Rako-san.
Yeah, that's why I told you to go into Rokka as soon as possible. This season
Yeah, I know.
it has really good mystery, right? You would not
Yeah.
expect Summer to have a really good mystery, and you have Rokka no Yusha.
That's good. But yeah,
Cool.
yeah, recommended. Moving on.
Alright,
Next
next
one is
Gate.
Gate.
Gate. Gate.
Please elaborate, Sam.
Yeah,
I am one of the guys who goes like manga masteries because I actually read this like half a year before the actual anime came out, and I loved it. I fucking loved it. There's like if people always say fuck yeah America, right? This one you go and read it, then you go fuck yeah Japan because they pull all sorts of like ridiculous shit. It's that good. And then when they announced that there was going to be an anime, I was so stoked. I saw the initial key visuals. The dragons was on point. Itami looked okay on the preview, okay? And then when the actual thing came out, I was like, wow, Itami who shaved like who made you younger by 10 years, okay? That's not the main part. And then you see the girls, okay? Lai, Tuka, Rory.
The elf.
Yes. So Tuka looked younger by, okay lah, in elf years, 500 years. And
Okay.
Rory was on point.
Yeah,
Wow.
because immortal demigod. Move on.
Yes. And Lai looked like a girl. Okay? In the manga, she looked like a shota. I at first I mistaken her as a guy. Like initially until they revealed that, oh, I'm a girl. I'm like, oh, you're a girl. Okay. You're a girl. Cool. Okay. So seriously, and then all the other characters, right, they all look younger. And then there was one, if you read the manga, right, you'll know that the bunny girl that appears near the end of this season has a bit of a huge role in the second half one. Her name's Delilah.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She looked like a normal human with bunny ears. I'm like, Delilah's chubby, okay? Not too chubby, not obese, it's just like got a bit of meat. Okay? She's hairy and she's sass. A lot of sass one.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the anime it's like made her into like some generic
bunny girl.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Generic bunny girl.
I'm like, I was so disappointed.
Because
But-
I think the biggest change would probably be Pina Colada, right?
Oh yeah, Pina Colada. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, I'm actually interested. Please elaborate.
I've seen the manga art. She is, in age terms, in the manga art, she will be 23 years old.
No, in the manga age term, she's at least 27. You look at her, okay?
Yeah, pretty mature looking.
While Pina Colada in the anime, she looked like she 15-year-old girl, you know. I cannot stomach that at first. Have you seen her Rose Knights? The one with the twin drills?
Yeah.
That one even
Yeah.
worse. That one by shaved up like 30 or 20 years.
Right. That one just graduated junior high.
But all that said, right, that's character design. Whatever the animators want to make it more marketable to the general public, fine. More pele, okay. But then there's one thing that Gate is known for, is it's not to say over the top lah, but how to say very fun. Like how do I say it in English? As in like it's
What do you mean?
really over lah. What they do, it's like you can see the dark side of humans.
Oh.
like-
Yeah, they
What they're
overdo it. They overdo it.
Yeah, it's like
The cruel nature
There
of
was-
human race, is it?
yeah. Okay, you guys remember the battle for Italica, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The deserters from the Imperial Army come and want to attack Italica. Okay,
Yep.
you see what they did was they did not throw diseased bodies over the wall, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, they did not do anything as bad as that. It was
Yeah,
basically just
I
they
heard the manga was very, very, very gaian, very, very bad. It was very nice.
Yes, in the manga, right? There were people who were out from Italica, right? The army actually captured them. Girls got raped and then killed, and then they infected all the bodies with the disease. And then during the Battle of Italica, right, they did not storm the castle immediately. They actually catapulted all the diseased bodies over, right? And then there's one particular scene. They catapulted this body of a woman. It dropped down, right? One of the villagers saw that it was his wife. It was his wife's body. It's like, oh no! Then the soldier was like, oh, this is your wife? And then just like rape the dead body lah. So that was pretty fucked up. And
Medieval
then
times.
and then the first scene where you get to see Rory in action, right, was not that tamed at all. Okay, the first in the anime when you see Rory the first time, right, when she actually go and massacre the bandits. The bandits
Yeah.
were just sitting down eating fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
No, in the manga, no. They, all the place where the bandits were littered with bodies of men, and they were having a huge orgy. They were raping the women, and then Rory just came over and chopped off one of the guy's dicks, and continued. So that's what actually happened.
Yeah, this is the thing, they tone it down too much.
Yes, that's what it's like.
Like
This is what Gate is.
Yeah, like
But then
from my standpoint, who has not read the manga, but I know what it's famous for. The anime is like a super marketable guy with all the girls and just the only difference is that the premise I go into a fantasy land with a freaking iron Pegasus which rains death on the people there, but yeah, otherwise it's not really that different.
Yeah, but the battles though, although it was not as bloody as the manga was pretty well done, I have to say. It's like you actually can feel like the
agree.
tension and like the very very satisfying feeling where you see this empire who actually like went into Ginza. They thought they could take on Japan, but then they still wanted to capture Aulnus, but then the iconic scene where is the first squadron? Oh, they went on to Aulnus. Why aren't they back yet? I don't know. Let's go check. In the manga, right? Because it was a night battle, they were walking towards there. It's like, I feel like I'm stepping on something that's not soil. They took their torch and then they looked down. Right, it was the bodies of their own men, all dead. Well,
Sorry, continue.
Well, in the anime, you see, because the anime they actually switched the time to somewhere near dawn, so there's a bit more light. So they'll stumble upon the bodies instead of stepping on them. So it's like, okay lah, you're making it a bit more less gore, but okay lah.
They made it safe.
One still can accept.
They made it more, how to say, more presentable as a visual medium lah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, but
all in all, I cannot say anything about Gate because I was not really satisfied on how it was adapted. It could have been better.
Even for me, who have only seen the anime, I don't particularly like the show that much. Like I liked the show when it was when I actually, to be completely honest, I only liked the show because when they were in that fantasy land, I get to see machine guns gun down medieval idiots. So yeah, that was the happiest point for me.
Yeah, I will say the same for me. I'm the military jackass here. So for me, it was an okay show. I like it when they started having battles, especially. I was kind of hyped up for Battle of Italica. I saw that it's night. I was expecting them to totally go all night vision, ally lasers going
You sort of like expected them to pull a Yeoman gun, right?
No, not Yeoman gun. I was expecting the Battle of Baghdad over there. I did not get the Battle of Baghdad.
It was like that in the manga.
I'm expecting because they have the helicopters. So I'm expecting the Battle of Baghdad over there. It didn't happen. They turned it down, and then they have. Well, it was pretty badass also with the helicopters, the choppers kind of cleaning house. But it was okay.
It was only badass because they were playing right on the Valkyries.
Yes.
Yeah. No, not just that. Because in the, I don't know why the anime they changed it into near dawn time when the battle happened, because the battle happened at around 3 a.m. in the morning. So it's pitch black.
Yeah.
But then you see in the anime, it's like, wow, it's so well lit that you don't even need NVGs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. The first
I
battle,
don't know
what
they're doing.
The first battle, which is the Aulnus Hill, the entire mortar shelling, it was great. That was
nice.
That was excellent.
That was nice.
And then the battle with the
got
fire dragon, it was also excellent. on the road is a
That's not the end yet.
yeah, that's not the end, of course. But the tactics behind it is pretty great. Like they tried using 50 calibers, doesn't work against Dragonhide. Tried to use their decoy tactics, doesn't work against the dragon. In the end, had to settle for rocket launchers.
Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Panzerfaust
like,
3.
overall, yeah, those were nice. But then, like after the first few episodes,
yeah.
right, I felt really lost. It's like the show had no clear direction on where it was going.
Yeah,
That's how I felt.
the low points for me about this show is when they start focusing on characters, I would say. So technically they are as one-dimensional as it gets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but
Lele, I have no
about the
idea. Yeah, I'm gonna say this first. Lele, I have no idea what she's doing. The elf, I have no idea what she's trying to accomplish as well. It's like every now and then started talking about her father, which
Yeah.
that one will be
yeah.
that one will be addressed in the second in the
Yeah.
later one.
the closest we get to character is what's her name again? Rory. Yeah.
Rory, yeah, she had the most development.
Yeah.
Then the
But the
battles
thing
were
about-
supposed to be the grand point for me. It delivered 2 out of 3 times, I would say.
Okay, but if they can do the dragon slaying arc well, which is the arc that comes right after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when all the best stuff happen. Like the Empire spike, because you think you Japan you very good, man. And then the next day they find their parliament building in rubble, just not there anymore. A very grand parliament building not there anymore. Then they're like, what happened? It's like, is it the Japanese? It's like, they can't do this in one night, can they? And then they were having parliament in the rubble itself, which is really funny. I don't know if they're going to do that. But that's just one of the awesome moments in what's to come.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
that fight in the ryokan, where there are multiple spec ops trying to capture the precious cargo. That was great. That was great. But then I also have my complaints about it, which I will probably not go into.
Yeah, already overdoing it as it is.
Because I'm probably
Right,
biased. That's why.
I think safe to say it's a mixed bag. I mean, if you like the manga for what it is, you probably won't like the adaptation as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Although I would say entertaining value wise, it is probably one of the best that last season has offered.
If you're in it to see guns blow up helpless simpletons, then yeah, you probably like it.
One thing is from what I saw, right, the best parts of the manga they haven't got into it yet. The best parts are yet to come.
Yeah.
But one of the best parts was the infight, which they did perfectly, because like
It was really good. I would say it was
you
really
went
good.
in blind, okay? You went in blind, then suddenly you see like there are people who seemingly Caucasian and African. It's like, okay, US is in this. Suddenly, when it converged, you see the Chinese and the Russians there. Also, you're like, okay, what happened? That was really good.
Yeah, but the thing is that after I finished the first season, I actually didn't feel like continuing to the second season.
What I will say is, don't watch the first season yet. Watch how the second season will go.
Yeah, I think definitely if you want, you can come back for the dragon fight, and that's about it.
Yes,
Yeah,
because the
probably.
second season is going to be the quest to go and actually defeat the dragon, where they decapitated during the first arc, because the dragon will start to pull some shit in the second arc already, which will cause some trouble lah. So
Yeah, military action wise, this was pretty good, but I would rate it 1 rank below Jormungand. It is good. It is pretty good overall, but yeah, that's all I can give.
I would say wait for a second season. I would wait for the second season before I say anything, because but you guys heard from what I have to say about the characters. I absolutely hate what they did, except for Rory.
Yeah,
Rory was on point.
I will definitely give season 2 a try. I need to see how it ends, the dragon fight anyway.
Okay. Alright. moving on.
Moving on.
Let's move on to
We have
Sensen,
Kekkai
because
Sensen, yes.
that just ended. Well, 4 months too late, but yeah.
Bones, come on. You had one hell of a show on your hands. And god damn it, did you fumble.
I'm sorry lah, but because I actually finished it like the entire stretch only recently, so I did not have that 4 month gap, and it was still underwhelming as fuck.
Yeah, I love the first few episodes, mainly the first 5. It's like where they throw you into this twisted version of New York with all those aliens and whatnot going around, crazy fights. You have
But yeah,
all those weird techniques, and then they throw you this range of the elder vampires that can kill anyone with a single twitch of an eye. And the strongest characters in the show can only last 4 minutes one fight. That
Only
was
last
great.
4 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the strongest characters
so
in the
Asian.
show. The strongest characters in the show, they have to. The first 3 episodes, they kill everything with just either 1 or 2 kicks, and then suddenly the elder vampires came in and they were going saying,
they were like,
I can only last 4 minutes."
Right?
Yeah, it's like we will only do this for 4 minutes. You ready? It's like 4 minutes. You sure? You sure you can 4 minutes? This kind of fear, you know. It was great, but then halfway through the steam
it just
fell off already.
Yeah, I think if I recall correctly, after that point they really deviated from the manga, and then everything went to shit already.
Yeah, it went to shit afterwards, which is really sad.
Sorry, light novel or manga, can't remember.
I think manga got.
But yeah, it deviated lah from that point, and that's when everything went to boom, gone.
Yeah.
Because I remember the start season, you guys were like raving it as well. I was like, okay. It turned to this way, I feel a bit not sure if I want to do it or not now.
Yeah, like the music is great. The music is priceless. The music is one of the best I have heard in an anime.
Who was composing it?
I can't remember.
I didn't
but
check also. But
All
I
their
love the
song
music.
selections are like very nice.
It's like in tune with the world.
It's like it's
Okay.
just very the music is very nicely done. One of the best I've seen. One of my favorite to listen to.
Because even on the comedy side, they did pretty well. So overall, I loved this until the last few stretch. The siblings. It was basically forced
that
drama
was-
at that point.
That was convoluted as fact. I didn't even know what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
At times.
it's unnecessarily confusing. Way too forced. The drama is way too forced. And then the conclusion was basically, what the hell was going on? You had no
Yeah.
idea. And in
I
the end,
finished the
how
show-
it concluded,
yeah.
you also have totally no idea.
Yep.
For me, it was 4 months too late. For
Mm-hmm.
TJ, it was underwhelming. And I would
But
have to
the-
agree on that.
But hearing what TJ has to say, you make the fans wait for 4 months for a okay ending, a bit like you shouldn't do that. Ayo.
Like
It felt
I
like
watched it, and because I finished the whole stretch one shot, right? So I didn't even have the gap, and I felt it was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you didn't even have the gap and you think it's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just it would have been it can only go 2 ways actually. It can either go the Garupan way, or it went to the other way, which is Kekkai Sensen totally screwing up the ending and then totally destroying the payoff.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So
Well,
yeah,
back to watching Garupan then.
Yeah, like I can't highly recommend this show, but I think you can recommend the first 5 episodes. After that, you can skip really.
Yeah. So after the elder vampires, you can stop the show.
Okay.
The music is great though. I will stand by that. The music is very nice.
Alright. Then lastly, we have Ninja Slayer. Anyone else here except me who can give my any sort of opinions on this show?
I didn't finish it yet because I wanted it to end.
I never watched it.
Well, okay.
Never had the time.
From what I've seen of it though, I can summarize it as such: Inferno Cop on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that one episode that TK showed me when I was staying over at his place, it's Infocop. I can't get into it. Sadly.
It's Infocop, but then they sort of try not to go over the top this time. It's like they comparing this with Infocop was actually more mindfuckery.
Yeah, it's true.
It actually screws with your head more.
Mm.
This is more comedic because it has. I don't know whether this is the this is up to the Funimation translation or is it proper fan sub, but they have those really funny jargons in the show and then you have those old school translator notes on the top. Those are always my favorite moments. It's like, yeah, yesterday what is it? Yes, they have my neurons, my ninja neurons are going fast, and then it's like, tung, you have a note. Neurons are only capable of being used in a ninja neural system. that was the moment you read this kind of notes, like, wow, this is amazing shit. And then they have what? What is this? They have the chado. I will give you the chado. What is the chado? Not chado is tea. What?
I will give you the tea ceremony.
Yeah.
Chado.
It was that kind of stuff like, you what? Okay, I'm gonna accept this and I'm gonna love every single moment of it. Yes, those little tiny notes inside that makes it so much better.
Yeah, to accept that this is a whole lot of crap.
Yeah.
and
it's probably the most misogynistic show in this season. I swear, every woman in this show, they can't do shit. And even if they are doing something good, they get captured and abused. This is like, what the animators and the creators tried to do.
It's like they know.
They're trying to make it sound like you're trying to make it sound like my kind of show, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is like so blatant. Know, I love it.
It's very in your face.
Yeah.
They're not taking it seriously, so they don't need to worry about such things. That's why it's like, you know, you don't need to care. You know, just watch it.
Yeah. The moment the ladies was captured, it was immediately put into a suggestive position, and for the next 1 minute, all you can hear is her moaning. That's literally what happens whenever some girl is some lady is captured.
Trying to do shit.
So you will see her being tied into a shibari, and then it will be a full pan of her entire body, and you can hear her moan for a good minute. It's like this, just repeating this animation for a good minute or two, until Ninja Slayer comes on to fight. That's about it. That's an episode. That's an episode.
King sounds approves of moans and tying up.
Yeah, that's Ninja Slayer for you.
Yeah. So yeah, long story short, if you like bullshit, watch it.
Oh yeah, and no, this is a flash animation, 13 minutes long, 13 to 14 minutes long. So if you don't like flash animation, you're probably not gonna give this a try. But if you like deliberate and blatant shoddy flash animation done to basically either creep you out or make you laugh, then you will love this show.
Yeah. This is as low budget as it gets.
Yeah.
But
it's flash level low.
It's basically two icons flipping from left to right.
Pretty much.
Yes.
But
the first time I saw
it's just so entertaining.
Yeah.
So,
I would have to say though, in the longer it goes, the more 2D animation it gets into, especially the one with the high school girl. Actually she has the most 2D animation put into her story arcs.
That was episode 4 or 5, right around there.
That was not the only arcs. She has appearances again, like 2-3 times. Her arcs expand for 2-3 more stories. So whenever she appears, you see 2D animation.
Mm-hmm.
And
otherwise it's just sprites flying around and Michael Bay explosions. It's wonderful.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Recite your death haiku. Abba! Boom! Explode. It is amazing shit like this.
And of course, ninjas, and they always have manners one. So Domo Ninja Slayer does.
Oh, Domo Ninja Slayer desu. Explosion in the background. Explosion again to show you how awesome he is in terms of his name and abilities. This is how I love this.
Even the bad guys will also stop and say Domo and like whatever his name is.
Yeah.
They will introduce themselves before they fight
Yes.
and they die.
At its
This
best,
is like
yeah,
the epitome of Japanese mannerism.
yep. At its best, it has it has triggers touch of their art, their terms of art, like how the ladies look. They all look really good. I have to give them that. Even the high school girl, she looks realistic. She's not overly sexualized too. So it's like for the parts where they are overly sexualized, it's basically you see that they are doing it on purpose. Then back to the high school girl, they try to keep it as low key as possible. Yeah, you don't see her forced to shed her clothing, being put into a bathing scene or something. You don't see that. If there is a scene of her needing to go to the bathroom, you see her going to the bathroom, and then that's the cut. You don't see her you don't see her in the bathroom. They try to keep that as low key as possible, and then basically exploit every single female damsel in distress trope in another character. So it's respectable on that point, but then at the same time, when they try to be as misogynistic as hell, they pull no stops. They pull out all the stops.
Good, okay.
So yeah, great show.
That's Ninja Slayer.
But then you need to stomach it.
I believe both of you need to talk about Sorega Seiyu.
Yes, Sorega Seiyu. Unexpectedly, great show. The Shirobako of Seiyus, I would say, probably is not that far off, but then not that complete either.
Yeah. One thing is, if we are comparing Sorega Seiyu to Shirobako, right?
Mm-hmm.
It pales. It
Yeah,
pales.
it pales in comparison. It's actually less detailed.
Yes, and it's, how to say, I feel like Shirobako is more well done than
Yeah, definitely.
Sorega Seiyu lah.
Even in the budget side is
Yeah, it's like
a lot more different.
I'm like, oh, I was like watching it. I was like, man, the desaturated colors though.
Yeah.
But and
I'm sad to say that I never actually finished it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's understandable. But I usually just watch it because of the cameos. I was like, and then there was the ED, because every EDs they would have like a song cameo from some anime. I actually, like, from the first episode, like, called that Platinum Disco might be in the ED, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I guess it's too early.
Yeah, because they only put classic, they only put songs that the seiyus they featured in, like there was one episode where Kamiyan was in. They featured the ending of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Okay, that's some of the recent ones. But usually when they want to do like a request, right, it's usually done the old school ones, like the first episode, like Evangelion, and then there's like, I think there was Lupin the Third.
Yeah, Lupin the Third is in there. I think so.
Yeah. The classic ones, they never show like the recent ones that they are, man. And the guest that they cameoed in the show, I think it's the guests that are more, how to say, because the author is actually a Seiyu, so I'm guessing that the guests are only the Seiyus that she has worked with, and
most likely.
Like, yeah, because like there's Horie Yui, which is obviously the author worked with because they're in Ice together, and then there are the Seiyu for Dragon Ball, which is hilarious, and then and a few others. You have Kiritsugu inside there also drinking fruit juice instead of whiskey. That one was like really, really funny.
So you would expect him to carry around a bottle of those whiskeys around whenever he needs a drink.
You see him drinking like a vegetable juice from a Tetra Pak.
It's like the manly images from anime doesn't carry over.
Yes. What I have to say about Sorega Seiyu, it's a good show.
It's down to
If
earth
you-
is what I would say.
Yes.
So at some points it gets depressing. So like, it reminds you of how if you're someone who's looking for work, like you're job hunting, and then you're watching this show, you're probably gonna feel really bad afterwards for the first few episodes. Because they show you the reality of how seiyus have to face. Like, once they are done with a series, or once they're done with their roles, they're basically out of a job until either their agency gets them another job or they are qualified for another job. So
Yeah.
their pay is already low as it is, and then that moment where you would go into work and then suddenly a script change caused your character to die, and then in the next hour you are out of work. That sort of depression, it's real. It's really real, and so it's really good that way. It's like very down to earth. They don't pull any
like-
punches.
They don't paint the Seiyu industry as there's all these people when you go in, like you get really famous, people will love you, no.
Yeah.
That's when you're lucky lah.
They
Or
show you
your
that all
voice is
this
just that good.
they show you that all this are true really hard work. That is one thing that I have to comment that is from Shirobako as well. It's like production
you see
is really hard work.
Robako as well.
Yeah. So back to you, Sam.
Yeah,
Anything else you want to add?
I'm just saying, yeah, if you follow a lot of seiyus, this is probably the show for you lah. It's like you get to see like a part of their world, and then you get to see, Yui Horie is actually Hoi Yurie instead, because behind the scenes she's hobo as fuck. She always eats squashed melon puns.
And doesn't really
Okay.
get put makeup on.
Yeah, and I guess it's a good show, but if you are expecting a Shirobako, or you feel like you want to watch another Shirobako level type of anime, no, this does not measure to the level that Shirobako is at.
Pretty entertaining show. Is really good to show like a slice of life of how Seiyu does their work.
A day in a life. It's basically Shirobako, but they focus more on Shizuka now.
Yeah. Oh shit, I miss her. I miss her so much. So you remember, to watchers of Shirobako, you remember how depressing it is whenever it hits a Shizuka episode? Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
entire season.
Yeah, have an entire season of not Shizuka.
Being depressed as hell. Okay, that's pretty much it.
Yep. So yeah, watch it if you follow a lot of seiyus, but if you're expecting Shirobako, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, that is all for our summer shows. I will add another honorable mention to God Eater. Apparently, the ending for the series will be coming on January. So, yeah. Overall, it's...
Why they delay?
I have
again?
no idea.
Why they go and pull?
I have no idea. It's UFO table, but I don't know what happened to their schedules. In between, there was...
UFO focusing on Prisma Illya more now.
like, in between, they have a lot of sudden delays. Like, you would expect episode 5 to be this week, but it got delayed 2 weeks.
Wow, like that one ah.
Yeah.
Okay lor.
And then some more,
Right.
the entire show is 3D. 3D
It's
cell shaded.
like arpeggio.
Yeah, arpeggio, but then it is cell shaded to look like 2D. So, people who hate 3D will probably hate this even more.
So would it be like Knights of Sidonia? Because
Knight of Sidonia is better.
Fully
It's-
3D.
Think,
Yeah,
just think like God Eater's animation style akin to like
Borderlands.
like a game CG sort of thing.
I would call the style a lot more Borderlands like than
It's Borderlandsy. It's Borderlandsy.
than what's that show in Shidonia? Huh? A lot more Borderlands than Shidonia. And story-wise, is I would have to admit at this point it's really shitty. The action-wise, it was okay at best.
I told you already. I called it already. I played God Eater. I did not like it when they come out with the anime. I'm like, nope. And people will say it was awesome in the first few episodes. I'm like, yeah. Just mark my words. And
I'm waiting to see how the ending goes, but I'm probably not gonna be too far off.
Like, come on lah. When was the last time a game to anime ever succeeded well? Let's
face it. Black Rock Shooter, someone trying to outdo Madoka Magica.
Little Busters was okay though.
No.
I would have to
that
say.
That is a visual novel.
Yeah.
You cannot compare. That's because that one has a lot of substance. Let's say talking about games like God Eater lah, Monster Hunter lah. Like these kinds of games usually that are turned into an anime do not end well.
Ragnarok. Final Fantasy.
Ragnarok. Oh god damn it.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. I remember my Animax days. I used to watch that and I thought it was good. It was my new fact day, so.
So
but
God Eater.
That concludes the show. I think we have taken like almost 2 hours already.
Yeah,
Let's
almost
not
2
make it
hours.
any longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Around 1.5, I would say. So okay, that's about it. And we have with us Sam and DJ.
Thanks for tuning in.
And hopefully join us again for when we give a fall season review or preview. 3 episodes will probably be around 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, I guess.
Yeah, give or take.
Yep. Alright, so DT signing off.
Alright,
bye guys. If you all lasted this long, I applaud you. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Tata. It's 11, god damn it.